indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. He continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate. This is going to be a hard group to beat.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Rams first down. A run now with Rivers. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Taken down at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, faking the give. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run. And he's in. Touchdown, Rams. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
It was pretty clear after sitting down with him earlier in the week that he was just not satisfied with last week's performance. And while he was so clear, he's like, listen, I am thrilled that we won the game. He goes, I understand if we want to continue to stack up wins, I need to be better. And it starts with protecting the ball. So back to basics this week in practice, trusting what he sees, relying on his understanding of the offense. If all those things come together, I think we'll see a better performance out of him today.
Yeah. bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. That's enough for a first down. Here's a first carry for their running back. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That is caught outside on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the Rams 38-yard line.
Going back to the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw quickly to the outside and complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2nd and 9.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll drop the throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
2nd down. Complete to number 25. That's a gain of 6.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Orlando. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad leagues, all these teams playing dime, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Now he'll run it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Paris Evans on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. His kick is perfect. And his guys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Rivers. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. 2nd down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the ground, here's Rivers. And he's going to have that 1st down. Tackle made up around the 35.
18-yard pickup. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They motion a receiver right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Rams 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams 1st
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And It's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Rams going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
On all of us, all my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, and dangerous. The problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with dangerous.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
14. Our home team, 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. It's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He's got a man. That's complete. 13 yards on the catch there. And that will be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at the 3. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll keep this himself. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. The Rams use their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. So, fourth down, and out comes the field goal unit. This is about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys are back within a point. It's 14-13.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Rams offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home for an AFC West tilt against Kansas City. And here's the Chargers wideout. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. It's going to wind up as a 53-yard touchdown. The Chargers get a second straight win after that 1-2 start. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the Niners wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The 49ers with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And here is the running back. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Lions get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
get this out wide. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. This is intercepted, and the Rams are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Trying to start on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Quick throw here is complete. That'll be good for 11 yards. Still short of the first down marker. And third down coming up.
Leads to third down and 1.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
And left side, it's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. They get 20 on the connection. That's enough for a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't look to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Orlando. That is second touchdown tonight.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Visitors 14.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're searching here for the tying score. Down 21-14. They'll begin first and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
That one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Third and 5.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. The Rams punting unit coming out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
6-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. They get 16 on that connection, and that will be a first down.
1st and 10, that's a 26-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. They do that. I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's third down.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And will be forced out of bounds. A very short gain.
At the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 43.
A run now with Rivers. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
That's another Rams first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Rams.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 12 more yards from him there and another first down.
1-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run here. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now second and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll keep it on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
They'll drop to throw. Going right, it's taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air one more time. He's going to keep it himself. They're going to work this down inside the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 41-yard
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. Talk things over before 3rd down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. So now a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. Long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory.